Hello, I'm Lucas from MConf, and our team has been working mostly on porting some features that we have on our own product based on BigBlueButton, and these are going to be going into BigBlueButton 2.7, so the next major version. And I'll talk a little about those features. So the first one of them is the timer, which we can actually see working right now on this live transmission. It will show up on the top right corner, and we can use teachers can use this to set the time for tasks, or you can use it as a chronometer, and it will give you an audio feedback when it's reached the zero, and you can also use background music for it, so you can have some audio feedback that the timer is going. This is the first feature that's being ported into 2.7. The second one, I'll share my screen very quick. The second one is something we're calling user reactions. I'll just change my client real quick to English here. We call this user reactions, and it's kind of an extension of the user status that's currently in BigBlueButton. So we can raise our hand, and we can set our status as being away. But we can also add a reaction that is based on the emojis that we know from everywhere. And this emoji list is customizable, but the idea is that if I'm feeling happy on the class, I can click on this reaction, and then everyone will be able to see it on the user list. And that's mostly it. So it's a kind of an extension to the already existing system in BigBlueButton, and we can configure it a little on the by using different settings on the configuration file. The next feature that we're going to be porting is called Present Webcam, and the idea is that we can, or actually share camera as content. So the idea is that we can share this webcam into the presentation area, and while it may look, I have another user here. While it may look simple, what it's actually doing is it's going through the screen share infrastructure, so we can have a really high quality webcam here. And the idea would be if you have a presentation or a class that has an HD camera, or even higher quality camera, filming a real whiteboard, or maybe filming a presentation, it's a talk or something, you would share it, and then it goes into the presentation area. And since it's going through the screen share infrastructure, it would be registered automatically into the recording playback. So this allows us to cover a few different use cases for BigBlueButton, and I think it's pretty cool. And also, the last feature is something we've called generic content, and the idea is we can share different kinds of applications inside of the presentation area. So the applications are configurable. We have some examples here, but the example that I always show is Google Docs. So we can share a Google Docs presentation here, for example. And it will be actually synced to all users. So everyone could, it's similar to having everyone open a Google Doc in their own computer, but you're still inside the meeting, so you can have the audio, the video, the chat experience. You can have everything that you would have in a normal BigBlueButton session, but you're editing a Google document together. We have other examples of using this, but this is kind of a very simple way, very primitive actually way of integrating other platforms into BigBlueButton, but it allows us to do more complicated stuff if we want. And that's most of the features. So we've been working all week on this, and they're on different states of readiness, but we'll be sending pull requests and documentation about those features, and they should be ready whenever BigBlueButton 2.7 is ready. But that's it. If anyone has questions, because I did it in 5 minutes or so, so you can ask questions if you want.